Okay, so here we are with our iPhone X reject unboxing. I got it this morning. It's the red model, 128 gig, and as you can see here, I've got the price in Australian dollars, $1,299, and that's the price in other currencies. In Australia, that includes the 10% sales tax, GST. So here we go, people. Out of the lovely Apple bag. Oh, got a case. So there you go, that's it. iPhone, red. Now, is it blood red? I don't know. I would say it's blood red. Now, thankfully these days you don't need to carry a pair of scissors around with you because it has that little tab to pull off. Okay, not sure I'm getting this in the shot really very well. Box, lovely. A beautiful little thing here, designed by Apple. And look, that's red too. Blah blah blah, partnership with Red. We're going to give some of our huge amount of profits to HIV/AIDS research, which is good. And I have to say that's one of the reasons why I bought the red iPhone. Apple, as you know, makes a killing on these things, and I figured if a few dollars goes towards something worthwhile, then that's good. So here it is. It's pretty big. Gosh, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. You can see that in the Australian version it just says there iPhone and product red. I noticed when I saw some other videos online of the early on ones in Europe that on here they had all the European certifications, which must be a rule in Europe but isn't a rule here. So peel off this lovely bit of plastic. You can see that's a pretty damn nice red on the front, and yeah, that's nice. What I did notice in the shop this morning when I went down to pick this up is that these nice aluminium edges on the red one and the coral one, actually, and the blue one too. The blue one is a bit faint, but this red is a really good and close match to that red. The blue one is a bit fainter. The coral was pretty good, and yellow was okay, but it also seemed a bit faint. But this one's pretty good. Again, there's the SIM card slot down there. And being in Australia, we also are unlucky enough to have Apple's new eSIM, which is kind of dumb, I think. In Australia, no carriers support eSIM, so while they're saying it's a, you know, dual SIM phone, for all intents and purposes, it's not in Australia. I travel quite a bit and would really have liked the actual 2 SIM slot, which is what the Chinese version and the Hong Kong version has. So anyway, I couldn't really afford to fly to Hong Kong just so I could buy a phone that had 2 real SIM card slots instead of the Apple's eSIM. So there you go. Welcome. There's the notch. My old phone is an iPhone 7, which has a button. Look, there's no button. I don't actually know what to do. Oh, swipe up to open. There we go. English, Australia, setting language. So there you go. $1,299 and a lovely shiny red iPhone. And I should show in here too, there's the little tiny Australian power brick, which is, I imagine, 5 watts and kind of useless like everybody's complaining about around the world. I can't read, I can't see the small print, but yeah. And the headphones and the little power cord in there. So that's all the usual sort of stuff these days. I've also bought a Rinky case because heaven knows I do not want to drop a $1,300 phone and have it smash. Glass back, as you probably already know. So I will put on this lovely Rinky case which has some sort of 7-foot or 8-foot drop proof. Goodness knows what 8 feet is. It's some sort of weird ass American measurement from the 1600s. Let's say it's probably like 2 meters. So there you go, people. The iPhone 10R, or really I think as I'm calling it, the iPhone X reject. I mean, what does the R stand for? I'm thinking it stands for reject because you didn't buy the iPhone XS. Thanks for watching. Bye.